everybody. This is Chelsea Schaefer, and this is the short score from the
Thomas and Mack.
From the Thomas and Mack.
Round 5.
Round 5. Halfway done, ladies and gentlemen. We are halfway done from the Thomas and Mack. Guys, it's been a fun night. It was a really good round and really good watching. So we've got a lot to tell you. But first, Caitlin is going to sneeze. But first, Caitlin was at the South Point all day. I was too. We watched the Yeti 13 World Series Team Rookie finale. Caitlin, tell me about it.
It was awesome. Let's just start off with $234,000 for first as a team. Mm-hmm. Utah's Hank Robbins and Kyson Wynn, they dominated. They were 29.03 seconds on forehead. And came in high call. Needed to be 9.
Kyson Wynn?
Oh, man. He won the number 14 Super Qualifier before the World Series finale started, too.
They have on Saturday. He won that, so...
Banked another, him and his partner split $40,000.
So that's a decent little take-home for this 21-year-old college kid. Kyson Wynn.
He says, Kyson says that when he gets home, his mom's going to put it in a safe, so he can't touch it.
If my husband won any money, he would get it put in a safe, too, for sure. Yeah, that's a... Thank God for those of us with enough sense to do that. Yes, but... all right, guys. Well, now moving on, we're going to be for sure at the 12 tomorrow, and we will be updating you all. Remember, first thing tomorrow morning, you'll be able to watch the full top 5 teams on our episode of At the Barrier that is going to be playing on our Facebook page, At the Barrier with Drew Stew, presented by Farnham, on the Team Roping Journal's Facebook. We're going to do that every single day from the World Series Team Roping finale for you, just in case you're not watching it live on Ride Pass, which is where you should be watching it on. Watch it on Ride Pass every day. You can watch it live. You can replay rounds. It's a really great deal. Download the app and subscribe to ridepass.com. Now, the pros. The pros, moving on to the top 15 in the world. And moving on to some Clay Smith and Paul Eaves again in a little 3.8. Yeah, that's doing it. They were doing it. Clay's horse Marty was amazing. Scores like a rock. Yeah, Paul threw freaking fast. Yeah. It was some great watching. It was great watching. It was a really cool round. Second, the Miners got second. They now have 57,001. Riley missed that first steer. And nobody even remembers that now because they're so hot. They're 6th in the average, but they've already won 57,000. There's no telling how much the Miners are going to win the rest of the week. Eric Rogers and Clint Summers were 4 flat to split 3rd and 4th with Dustin Egusquiza and Corey Coons. Dustin and Corey finally got that much-needed strike. All I'm saying, I know that there was a tie for 3rd and 4th, but Dustin's head loop was... fire right there. Yeah, and if you haven't watched yet, Rogers rode the barrier. Woo! Oh, yeah. Ooh, if tick faster, it would have been broke. He was in it. Was stretching it, for sure. He was definitely in it, so if you haven't watched that, we'll have a replay we have replays of the round winners every night at teamropingjournal.com, but I'm sure Pro Rodeo TV you can watch it on CBS Sports, DVR it. If you are here in Vegas, most of the casinos are just playing it 24 hours a day. So 5th was Chad Masters and Joseph Harrison, and 6th, Aaron Sinigini and Trey Yates. They won 6th. They hung on for another check. They've got 43,001 already this week, those two. They are 2nd in the average. These guys are letting Sinigini just kind of sneak in there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just is waiting for everybody else to mess up. He rides the barrier so well here. I know Trey looked like he wasn't happy with his heel loop, wasn't happy with how fast he threw, but afterward he came in pretty pleased that he still did get a check. So yeah, anything counts at this point. Yeah, and I know I haven't said it. Trey is now still 3rd in the world. He's been hanging on to that spot this whole time. The average, those guys are just they could surprise everybody come round 10. And without further ado, here is Clay and Paul, our conversation after they won their round. Hi, guys.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hi, Clay.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good now.
Better?
A lot better.
That's good. you guys are number 1 in the world again. Have you been watching do you guys do any following of the math or following of things? Definitely not at this point of the week,
No,
huh?
too early.
Too early. So your game plan has been the same then all week, steady but fast.
Just trying to take a good shot. I'm just trying to take a good start, and it makes it easier to head the steer and try to win something on every steer. Really, if you just take a good start, then it sets up kind of the run, and then
he looks
get a good finish.
Good. Marty just looks unreal in the box right now.
He's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Britt's been warming him up, keeping him pretty tired for me. So.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What has he been doing?
He just warms him up a little more than what I normally do, which is great. So
does he lope him or does he trot him?
No, he's been loping him around.
He lopes him? Gotcha. Does anybody help you?
My Amanda's been coming out every day and riding the horses, getting them out and riding them every day while I'm busy or whatever. So she's been helping me a lot with that. And then Tim's been feeding in the morning, so it's been good. Been easy on me.
How long until we see Britt here? Can you call it?
When does he turn 18?
2020.
2020?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Now Britt, so he's 16 right now?
He's 17.
17.
He turns 18 in May, and the plan is he'll probably buy his permit, rodeo on his permit next year, kind of get his feet wet a little bit, and then 2020 he'll probably take off.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Is he better than you were at this point?
For him being 17, when I was 17, I would say for sure.
Yeah?
He's got it together.
Might there be another Smith and Eaves in the future?
There might be with Britt. He's roping good. He come the other day to Clay's, and him and Jake, and when we was practicing, they was doing the same thing. And Britt looked like he was ready to come out here and do it. I mean, not even on his good horses, just horses, you know.
Is he going to the Junior NFR this week?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah? Are you going to be over there a lot?
I'm going to try to go watch him. He's going to ride my sorrel horse Ransom out there. I'm going to try to go watch him. It's like Thursday and Friday.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. Tell me about your steer. That was the steer that the miners had a leg with? Yeah. Tell me, what did you see in the tape? And
like Riley told me, and we seen the video, that he just left real sharp and straight, and took it to where I didn't have to see anything. Just when he left, I could go right with him and try to get him turned. Paul heeled him first jump, and we was able to get a good finish, and that's what did it.
Yeah, you got to throw really fast tonight.
Yeah, it set up fast. I was able to get a good start and be around him, and just kind of one of those things that happens.
All right, well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good week.
Thank you.
And guys, before you go, I've got kind of an extra special treat. Mr. Trevor Brazile stopped by today because he did win the calf roping for the second night in a row. And it's making the all-around race ever the more interesting. Ren Machard and Quinn Kessler had a leg tonight, and things are just kind of getting pretty spicy in that all-around race. So we wanted to chat with Trevor real quick before we let him escape the Thompson Mac about how things are going in the all-around race and how things are going in the calf roping for him. So enjoy this. Are you watching Ren and the team roping? Team roping?
Yeah, I watched him. I hate it because I feel like I'm always getting ready during the team roping, and which is weird because I'm not in shape. It shouldn't take me that long to get warmed up, but that's usually one of the benefits to not being in shape. It doesn't take me very long to get warmed up and sweaty, but I don't get to watch as much. Sometimes I'm warming up and I watch it in here. He looks like he's in a good rhythm. Looks like he's roping horns good. Team roping was good watching tonight.
Yeah,
it was some good watching.
I feel like, this is one of the toughest all-around races you've had. Yes? No? Is it the toughest?
Yeah. Last year was within 10,000.
Yeah.
So,
But was there weren't two people coming at you last year?
It only takes one, though.
Oh, my God.
It takes two to tango, I guess. But, it just gives more opportunity. You're not just watching one thing, and not that you're watching. I've had so much trouble at the start of the week. I was just wanting to make runs and see if they paid me or not. And I was too aggressive.
Was just making a run.
It really was. I really was. I went an extra swing that night, and it was just a really good calf, and everything worked out great, which made me regret being so aggressive the first few nights instead of just going and do my deal. Guess
You'll learn someday.
Yeah, I'll get experience later, but I just bought into the fact that I was 42, I guess, and needed to really be hurrying.
That's good. Yeah. How do you feel about the all-around race right now? Are you
honestly, I really haven't been. Yeah, of course, it's a race.
I guess is it a race that you're buying into, worrying about it all?
No, I'm still just got to do my job. I for 3 rounds. Definitely 2 of the first 3 rounds, I didn't do my job. The one calf got around me. I feel like I didn't have a lot of control over that, but that's just unacceptable, and I got to go back to not worrying about anything but roping and making my run.
Good. Well, thanks, Trevor.
Thank you.
All right. I know Clay and Paul, they had a lot of things to do tonight. They have another trip to the South Point to make, so thanks, guys, for stopping in. This episode is brought to you by CSI Saddlepads, Soft Ride Equine Comfort Boots, and Resistol hats. Guys, can't tell you enough how much we appreciate our Rope Vegas sponsors. They are the ones that believe that the team roping industry needs all this news that we crank out, and they're the ones that are supporting it and supporting their athletes. So thank you, Resistol, Soft Ride, CSI. We can't tell you how much we appreciate you. Now, everybody, have a great week. We will chat at you again tomorrow, and look forward to a long next 5 rounds.